on. LA Galaxy head coach and general manager Bruce Arena on the club's 6-0 victory over the Colorado Rapids. We'll jump straight into questions. Scott?
Bruce, can you talk a little bit about the emotion of tonight's match and what it meant for you guys to be out there to have this kind of performance on top of it?
Well, we think the world of AJ and his family, and difficult moments. So our thoughts were certainly with them. So it was emotional, and he's a person that we all care about. He's such a good person, and he and his wife, and it's awful difficult to be in that position, and we feel his pain, and we just want to be as supportive as we can with AJ and his family, and certainly our thoughts were with them tonight, and it certainly was a game we wanted to win for, no question.
Go ahead.
Bajo Husidic, what do you think of his play today?
Very good game. Bajo's a good player. He's played very well over the last month or so. He's done well. 2 big goals tonight.
Larry?
How about Brian Rowe? We haven't seen him for a while. What do you think of his performance?
He looked really comfortable in the goal, confident. Sometimes it can go either way. Obviously a good game for him to get settled into. Not under a whole lot of pressure, so it gives him a little bit of confidence. But he did a good job. He made a very good save on Buttle in the second half. So we're really pleased with his performance tonight.
Go ahead.
Jesse's artist, do you think he's been consistent so far again?
Well, record speaks for itself. How many goals do you have now?
14.
That's pretty good. And 2 great finishes tonight. So we're really pleased with Giassi's continued improvement and consistency.
Scott?
I suppose there's a lot of players you could really praise tonight. Landon did very well.
Landon
did
had
well off the
a
bench.
terrific performance. All the guys, our midfield played well. I thought Gordon did a real fine job. 6-0, you're not going to be too critical. And let's be fair, and the red card to start the game is tough and difficult on the Rapids, but to our credit, we took advantage of it. So there's 2 sides of that. I think, despite perhaps what they think, I think it was probably the right call. It's definitely a penalty. Allen was tackled from behind by the goalkeeper in the 6-yard box. Unfortunately, probably the letter of the law clearly states that's a red card. And unfortunate for the Rapids. That's the way it goes sometimes.
Larry?
Bruce, as you go back on the road now for a couple of games, how good do you feel about this team? Is this as good as you felt about this team in a while?
Well, I remember some of these reporters here in June telling us we weren't going to make the playoffs or whatever. So we've made some improvements. We're playing well. We have a long way to go, but being able to win 6 games in a row and be positioned where we are, we feel good about that. But we want to continue to get better. And I think the games next week are going to be real difficult. So they're certainly going to be great tests for us.
Scott?
I wanted to ask you about two players. James Riley, him on the bench, is that partly about getting him into the rhythm like with Todd earlier?
Yeah, and our injuries this year have really been in the back, and we're just hanging on with bodies right now. And we've gotten James ready. Still a little early for him. We wish we would have been able to get him some Galaxy 2 games, but he's past the deadline of being on the roster, so we're just going to have to work him into training and hopefully some game time.
Another player I wanted to ask you about was Robbie Rogers. Is he dealing with the knock?
Yeah, we expect him to be ready next week.
And any updates on Todd or expectations on him?
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Bruce.